Success and fitness are closely connected. All successful people are fit. If the body is fit, mind is also fit. Myself, Priyadarshini, Department of Social Studies, on behalf of BMD Jain School, welcome you all to the special morning of splendor. We are all glad to have you here with us on this auspicious day when our BMD Jain School is celebrating its Fit India Week. Prayer is an active force. Prayer is the key that opens the doors of heaven and rain down every hidden treasure that is our inheritance. As we all know that no program can be started without remembering the Almighty, the creator of whole universe. Now, I would like to call our technical team to help us to communicate with God. Thank you to our technical team teachers for letting the goodness sparks to a spiritual chain reactions with our angelic voice. As Shakespeare said, small cheer and great welcome makes a merry feast. Now, to welcome the gathering, I would like to call upon an educationist, motivational speaker. It's none other than our principal ma'am, Mrs. Ponvali, for a welcome speech.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to one and all. So, happy morning to all of you. It's my immense pleasure to welcome our President, Secretary, Trustees, Sir, Cluster of Trust members, TCO, Chief Guest, Vice Principal, staff, parents, and my dear students. Well, it's obvious to feel happy to deliver the welcome address, and I am so excited and feel blessed about this webinar. It's all about fun and fitness and aerobic organized by BMD Jain School. Exercise is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Physical fitness is important because it keeps your body healthy. Yeah, health is wealth. I am happily and heartily welcome our chief guest for this healthy webinar. B. Manimekalai, Senior Lecturer, Grade 2nd and in charge Department Quality Manager, Department of Diabetic, CMC, Vellore, Tamil Nadu. Welcome you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. It has been my privilege to welcome our trustee, sir, Sri K. Rajesh Kumar Jain, sir. Your guidance gives us the support to do our best, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to extend my warm welcome to TCO, sir. Last but not least, I would like to welcome all the staff, technical team, parents, and my dear students for this wonderful session and make the session as a grand success. Thank you. Thank you to one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. We feel really privileged to have your supervision and backing with us to all times possible. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to invite our revered Vice Principal, ma'am, Mrs. R. Geeta, who shows a keen interest in the educative process and a great inspiration for all of us to introduce the chief guest.
Thank you, ma'am. Respected chief guest, Mrs. V. Manimekalai, MSc MPhil, Senior Lecturer, Grade 2 and in charge, Department Quality Manager, Department of Dietetics, CMC, Vellore. Trustees, Sri K. Rajesh Kumar Jain, TCOs are principal, teachers, parents, and my dear students. Good morning to all. Madam Manimegalai has 18 years of experience in clinical nutrition and dietetics and conducted regional level nutrition workshops. Madam is a registered member of Indian Dietetics Association. She is a UGC NET qualified professional and external member in syllabus committee of Tiruvallur University. Madam Manimegalai is a resource faculty for national workshops and seminar. Madam is a faculty for postgraduate diploma in family medicine and geriatric medicine for recent MBBS graduates. Madam Manimegalai published 22 articles in peer-reviewed journals and author in manuals and textbooks in the Department of Quality Management. Madam's core area interest is periodic nutrition. Madam Manimegalai is a recipient of Best Paper Award 18 for importance of plate-based assessment in hospital kitchen by Rula International Award on 15th August and also Best Paper Award 2019 for importance of nutrition during hospitalization on 15th August 2019. Happy to introduce the right person for right webinar for our school. Once again, I welcome you, ma'am. Thank you for accepting our invitation, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, all.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being such an impactful leader and motivating us to strive for success daily. Felicitation is an inspiration to others and motivation to whom you are felicitating. So to felicitate the gathering, I request our Honorable Trustee Sir, Sri Rajesh Kumar Jain Sir, the man of distinct vision and an idol of knowledge and experience, to lead the felicitation.
Respected Chief Guest, Mrs. B. Manimegalai, Senior Lecturer, Grade 2, and In Charge Department Quality Manager, Department of Dietetics, CMC Velo, and NetFan Convener Velo, Trust Coordinator, Principal, Vice Principal, teachers, parents, and my dear students. Happy morning. Physical activities or exercise can improve your health and reduce the risk of developing several diseases like type 2 diabetics, cancer, cardiovascular disease. Physical activity and exercise can have immediate and long-term health benefits. Most importantly, regular activity can improve your quality of life. Aerobics is a form of physical exercise that combines rhythmic aerobic exercise with stretching and strength training routines with the goal of improving all elements of fitness. Aerobic training strengthens the heart and lungs and improve muscle functions. One goal of aerobic training is to enhance sports performance and to improve training response. Action is the foundational key to all success. All the best, students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed motivating and extremely informative. We are really fortunate to have your guidance and support with us, sir. With equal pleasure, I take the privilege to request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mrs. Manimegalai, MSc MPhil, RD, Senior Lecturer Grade 2, In Charge Department Quality Manager, Department of Dietetics, CMZ Velo, to facilitate the gathering and motivate them by her words of wisdom.
Good morning, everybody. I take my immense pleasure to thank Shri Rajesh Kumar ji for this wonderful opportunity, and Dr. Ponnali, the principal of BMD Jain School, and Mrs. Maithili for their kind invitation and following up till today, actually. And this Jain institution is not really very new for me, because I usually get a lot of opportunities from Vaniambadi to go to the college and deliver. I think I have almost delivered 3 lectures in Vaniambadi, Mardar Kesari Jain College. So institution is not really new to me. I totally enjoy the atmosphere whenever I just enter the college in Maniambadi. Beautiful environment. So children, you all are blessed to be part of this BMD Jain institution. And also, I'm really very happy to be part of your program. It's Fit India School Week 2020, which is a great initiative taken by your school to propagate the goodness of health and nutrition and the physical fitness. So I'll be sharing a few of my slides to talk among you about the importance of the nutrition, healthy eating, and physical activity is equally important like healthy eating to have good life. So I welcome you all, dear children, teachers, and the technical team for this wonderful morning. Shall we just go into the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that clear for you?
Yes.
Clear, ma'am. Clear.
Children, can you all see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So my first slide, when you just look at the pictures, it is important that we teach our children. It is time for us to get change because the whole environment is sort of really polluted. It's very important that we need to focus on healthy eating. We need to focus on having a healthy weight, and also eating right is really very important for the better performance. And when you look at this picture, FARMACY. Now, hope you all agree that we are moving into PHARMACY, right? Pharmacy. At home, like provisions, every month, our parents are buying some sort of medicines to keep them fit and healthy or to get relief from the diseases. So it is important that we need to translate ourselves from PHARMACY, that is pharmacy, to farm. We need to support our farmers, so it is important that we include lot of veggies and fruits into the diet so that the food becomes very healthy. Remember children, because fruits and vegetables are the storehouses of micronutrients, and micronutrients are very, very important for the proper functioning of our metabolism. So I request you people to include lots of fruits and vegetables rather than fast and processed food. So this is my key message for this session, and let's have a detailed session about this. After coming to my institution, CMC Velu, till I was in college, even I thought food is all about calories. But it is not just calories. It is all about information. The information, the food what we take is an information which talks to our DNA and tell the DNA what the DNA is supposed to do. So food is the most powerful tool to change our health, environment, and the entire world. So we have to be really very careful in choosing our food, because good food is the one which gives good nutrition. Food is the one which gives bad nutrition. We can say it is a like a real treat, or it is a kind of poison. So the way we choose our food is very important, because good nutrition is the road for good health. So this quote given by Dr. Mark Hyman is really, really very, very good one. We have to keep it in mind while selecting our food to have good health. I'll just throw some light on the statistics of various non-communicable diseases which is prevalent in India. So the current projections, this is the recent projections, shows that India will have the largest CVD burden. CVD burden is the cardiovascular disease burden. That is the heart disease. It may be heart disease. We have varieties of heart disease, and India is having the largest burden of cardiovascular diseases in the world. So when you look at the risk factors which leads to disease, when you just go through this graph which I have just put up, the first cause for death in India is high blood pressure. You all must be knowing what is high blood pressure. This high blood pressure is a silent killer. Remember, the patients will not develop any symptoms. That is why we say it is the silent killer. High blood pressure is the first reason. Second risk factor is smoking. Third one is high cholesterol. High cholesterol is due to fast and processed foods. So it is important that we choose wisely. Please reduce the intake of fat, salt, and sugar. And the fourth one is obesity. Though we say India is, developing country, we have double burden of undernutrition as well as overnutrition. We have people 50% undernourished, at the same time we have people 50% overnourished. That one part people are not getting food to eat, whereas the other part, due to the hike in the economy, we spend a lot of money in buying food, and we eat a lot of fast and processed food, which leads to obesity. These are the four topmost reasons for death in India. So we have to bear it in mind. I just want to throw light on the statistics before we move on to healthy diet. So the CVD burden, when we look at globally, about 17 million people are dying every year due to CVD. And when you look at the reasons for developing CVD, first one is unhealthy diet. The second one is your theme is Fit India. So the second important reason is physical inactivity. So children, it is very, very important that you have to be very active. And when your teachers gives opportunities to participate in sports, it is important that you encourage yourself and encourage your friends to participate in all the activities, because after going home, we don't have enough time to play one thing. And most of the time, we parents are not allowing you people to go out due to a lot of safety reasons. So school is the best place that you have to utilize your time to improve your physical activities. So whenever you have your education programs, it is important that you all participate actively. The third reason, when you just look at the tobacco consumption, fourth one is alcohol consumption. These are the four prime factors which attributes to cardiovascular disease in India. And the second NCD is the non-communicable diseases, obesity. We all know body mass index. Now everybody is very familiar with the term body mass index. This body mass index is calculated with the person's height and the weight. So there is a formula to calculate that. And WHO, they have given a cutoff value for this BMI. Earlier, till 2000, if BMI is more than 25, then we categorize that particular person into overweight category or obese category. Whereas, due to this NCD burden of India, WHO, they have brought down the cutoff value for particularly Asians. If a person is having more than 23 BMI, then the person is categorized into overweight category. And if it is more than 25, then class 1 obesity. So redefining this obesity cutoff creates an obesity burden in urban India, which rivals Western nations, and a double burden of obesity plus malnutrition in rural India, which I have just spoken about a few minutes back. So CVD, obesity is on the higher side in India. And there is a beautiful analysis done by Food Agricultural Organization. Children, hope you all are aware about this institution, who really works very hard to study about our food pattern, our agricultural pattern, the per capita pattern, whether the crop production is enough for a particular nation. So this FAO, they have done an analysis and found that the Food and Agricultural Organization of United States analyzed the consumption patterns of countries across the world over a period of 50 long years between 1961 to 2011. So what they just found out is we Indians are eating more calories. When you just look at the slide, let me just take my pointer so that it becomes easy for you. Yeah. So earlier we were just using, we were consuming 2000 calories, whereas recent study shows that we are consuming 2500 calories. per day, we need about 2000 calories. That is the right requirement of energy for an individual. Okay, for an individual. Whereas we consume extra 500 calories only through the refined cereals, fats and sugars, which is clearly evident why India is having the burden of obesity. This is purely because of the consumption of excess calories, which has been clearly proved by FAO study. So consuming excess calories from refined cereals in the sense it is not having much fiber, for example, maida. Most of our bakery products are made up of maida, and all the bakery products has more amounts of sugar, more amounts of salt, more amounts of fat in the form of trans fatty acids. Why I'm particularly talking about trans fatty acids? Trans fatty acids are really very bad for the heart. So all the bakery products are made up of trans fatty acids, and trans fatty acids are present in vanaspati. Now you know vanaspati is a kind of trans fatty acid, so it is important that we read the label. If the label says trans fatty acid 0, then it is okay. If it has some amount of trans fatty acids, then it is important that we should not consume such products to have healthy life. Shall we move on to the next slide? So when we look at the reasons for change in the dietary trends, there are various reasons. It is because of the fast growing economy. When I was, whenever I just have my session, I always remember my college days in 90s. We used to get 20 rupees for the entire month as packet money. So we will get a chance to go to the canteen monthly once or twice to have some food items there, like paratha. Because my college is actually I studied in a Brahmin college where the food is really tasty. The vegetarian foods are very tasty. So I used to have only that time, I think paratha was 6 rupees or something. So I will have opportunity only thrice a month. Whereas due to fast growing economy of our parents, now we are spending, we are literally pampering our children. We are giving a lot of pocket money for them, and very regularly they started consuming food from outside, and that would be the major reason for having obesity among our children in India. Then a shift from the traditional to modern technologies. We are, now technique people. Our children knows more about than us in gadgets. You people just fatafat, you just use your mobile phones. You will you have thorough knowledge in downloading lot of apps. So due to modern technologies, globalization, industrialization, constant travels across the world, we Indians are very, very, very interested in exploring a lot of cuisines. So whenever we just go out, we just want to try out their particular cuisine and see. Then evolving taste, we just want to experience more and more taste. Then increased demands for fast and processed foods throughout our country. And the last three important reasons: substitution of white rice for brown rice. Earlier, hand pounded rice was there, brown rice was there, and lot of millets were there. When I was doing my schooling, we used to regularly prepare millets at home. Now that concept is coming back. We are really very happy now. People are more aware in buying this millets. The other reason is overconsumption of refined carbohydrates through the fast and processed foods. Then the last one is change in the amount and type of cooking oils. Most of us, go away with lots of advertisements which comes in the television. They say it's a cholesterol-free oil. Please remember, plant foods does not have cholesterol in it. Please remember. So we are totally, they literally, attracting us to buy, which is not really right. So vegetable oils doesn't have cholesterol. Please remember, the quantity of oil what we consume matters a lot. I have told you on an average 2000 calories for a sedentary person. When we consume 500 calories extra, this 500 calorie extra is going to be converted into fat, and it is going to elevate our cholesterol levels in the body. Not because of just the oil what we just consume. So not necessary that we need to go for a particular brand of oil. We can go for our traditional oils like groundnut oil, gingerly oil, mustard oil. North Indians, they use a lot of mustard oil. So we always insist our patients to go for their traditional oils. Not necessary that they have to go for sunflower oil or a heart healthy oil. Every oil is healthy. Every oil is heart healthy if we use it wisely. The quantity matters. Okay, so we can use our traditional oils like groundnut oil, gingery oil, mustard oil. Malayalis, we tell them to go for coconut oil, though it is high in saturated fat. So, and remember, every Keralites will have their own recipe. Tamilians will have their own recipe. Jains will have their own recipe. So it is important that our body is tuned in such a way, whatever food is available in environment we need to have. When we go against our environment, there we develop a lot of diseases. So it is important that we need to consume our staple. And this is a very important slide. The fruits and vegetables consumption of Indians contributed only around 9% of total calories. Remember, World Health Organization recommends about 600 grams of fruits and vegetables per day. Whereas when you just look at this slide, this is a recent study in 2012. They have just surveyed and found the data. We Indians are consuming very, very less. That means out of that 2000 calories, we are consuming only 200 calories out of fruits and vegetables, hardly, not even 200 grams of fruits and vegetables. And as I told you earlier, fruits and vegetables are rich in antioxidants, which helps in preventing a lot of diseases like cancers, CVD, diabetes, obesity, and so on. So it is important that we increase the quantity of fruits and vegetables in the diet, which is very colorful, which is very healthy, which has lots of fiber and prevents a lot of diseases as well. So what happens when we have poor eating habits? What happens when we lack exercise, which is linked with a 66% increased risk of loss of productivity? When we work, we cannot give our maximum. When you study, you cannot give your maximum performance, while lack of exercise is associated with a 50% increased risk of low productivity. So remember, we have to have a healthy diet, and adequate time have to be spent. Not necessary that you have to go to a gym area and do exercise. You get up in the morning, do some exercise, ask your mom to do some dancing at home, or just mild walk at home. You can use your terrace for walking, or whenever your mom tells you to mop, because you all are 9th standard, almost 13-14 years old children, you can mop your house, you can clean your toilets, you can do all such activities so that we can improve our activity, and we can burn a lot of calories, and we can be fit enough to stay healthy. So awareness is the first step, and I have the opportunity to create awareness among you children. I'm very glad in doing that. Remember, right food even reverse diseases. Now a special team in CMC is working, that is called wellness team, is working towards this concept. Just by giving a right diet, we can reverse diseases without giving medications. So without giving medications, they don't prescribe medications. They take the help of a dietitian. That is we give counseling. We follow the patients by delivering a right diet where we can reverse diabetes. Can you all agree? We are working very hard to prove that concept. It is already proven in Western countries. In India, we are taking a lot of effort to prove that without giving medications, we can even reverse diabetes. We can even reverse hypertension. We can reverse heart disease. So that is called wellness concept we are just working on. And in a lot of Western countries, it is a proven concept. They have a lot of lifestyle center where the patient stays for a month. And by just delivering diet and exercise, it is a holistic approach. They will just preach about godliness. The dietitian will be there to take care of the food. The physiotherapist will be there. The clinician will talk about the clinical parameters which have to be under control. So it is a holistic approach what we deliver to patients. Experts estimate that 90% of type 2 diabetes, 80% of heart disease, 70% of cancers are entirely preventable by diet and lifestyle changes. Children, lifestyle changes is nothing but having a healthy diet and physically active. That is why I'm just, this is a very, very apt forum to focus on these two aspects, diet and exercise. So healthy eating begins with learning how to eat smart. It is not what we eat, but how to eat. Mantra is very, very, very simple. To be healthy, we have to watch what we eat. We have to sleep well. We have to exercise well. And sleeping, again, why I'm just focusing on sleeping. Children goes to bed very late and they don't have a habit of getting up early in the morning. So sleeping is also closely linked with your health. So I have, lot of slides in the future comments. So weight maintenance is the first sign of good nutrition. And if a child is chubby, we cannot say they are very healthy. Having the right weight is very, very important. And when you look at this picture, this is our real scenario during this pandemic. Everything is online. I mean, till March 2019, we would have restricted our children to use the mobiles. Now we have given the mobile 24 hours to them to watch online classes. So the scenario is entirely changed from March 27th. So consuming too much of calories for extended period of time will lead to obesity, portion distortion. Like if we like a particular food, we eat so much at a shot. If we don't like, we don't touch it. So portion distortion, not getting enough physical activity, these are the important reasons which leads to weight gain. So I would like to focus on a balanced diet. Balanced diet is the one which contains all the 5 food groups, which I'm going to focus now for the next few minutes, because this is a very important slide and this is the core concept of the day. So balanced diet is the one which includes all the 5 food groups, what we follow in India, in adequate proportions, and also a small provision have to be made to withstand even during sickness. So a balanced diet is a one which includes all the 5 food groups. That is nothing but your starches, that is cereal, then your proteins, which comes to pulses, then the fruits and vegetables, oil and milk. These are the important food groups which we are going to discuss. And remember, we need more than 50 nutrients to stay healthy. But we all only focus on this macro and micronutrients. I'm sure that you all know what you mean by macronutrients. Macronutrients are the one: carbohydrate, fat, protein. Micronutrients are vitamins, minerals. Apart from that, one important component which we should not forget is about our water, because water also plays an important role in regulating the metabolic processes in the body. So you all are almost adolescents, so you can use a 9-inch plate. 9-inch plate, when we just go to the restaurant, we get one ceramic plate for our table, right? The eating plate, that is 9-inch plate. In that plate is important that you divide into first half, and then that one half should be filled with your fruits and vegetables. As I said earlier, WHO and American Heart Association, they recommend about 600 to 1 kg of fruits and vegetables per day. At least I request you to go for half a kg of fruits and vegetables. You might wonder, madam, how do we consume so much of fruits and vegetables in a day? Right? It's very, very easy, children. One banana is 100 grams. You can have 2 bananas a day. 200 grams goes for that. Then one handful of lady's finger, 100 grams. One tomato, 100 grams. One onion, 100 grams. 500 is over. It's very, very simple. But the problem is now most of the mothers are working. We don't get time to cook. We don't prepare vegetables. We just leave it off with one gravy and rice or chapati. That is why I'm just specifying it is important that we include 1 vegetable at least a day. If you include 2 vegetables, it's really very healthy, and it has to be a rainbow color. Onion, a different color. Tomato, a different color. Lady's finger, a different color. Apple or guava or papaya, whatever is available in the season, God has created in such a way. Every food is beautifully, created by God. So all the fruits, green color, yellow color, red color. When we consume dark color fruits and vegetables, remember all these dark color fruits and vegetables are rich in antioxidants. When I joined in CMC, hardly we had children with type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is compulsory. They have to have insulin shots. No tablets will work for them. Now you don't believe, every month we are getting 3-4 children. That is autoimmune. Nobody knows what happens in the body. That is all because of the lifestyle what we have. Cancer patients, you should see how much they suffer. These antioxidants has the ability to scavenge the free radicals which are formed in the body. Free radicals are the one which causes cancer. And I'll put it very simple for you children to understand. So use rainbow colors. Please tell your parents to get bright colored fruits and vegetables for day-to-day cooking. So isn't it? It's very easy to fill the half plate now. Very, very easy. So now we'll focus on the other half. Other half divide into 2 portions. You might have, ma'am, we all are growing. Can we eat more? Yes, you can eat more fruits and vegetables. Not too much of cereals. Not too much of rice. Not too much of your staple like idli dosa. Not too much of parathas. Not too much of chapatis. Restrict the quantity of cereals. Quarter plate should be filled with your cereals. Cereal can be your rice, your chapati, your ragi, your millets, gudribali, thinai. You can use, maize, you can use brown rice, you can use rice flakes, anything, any cereals, quarter plate. The other quarter should be filled with proteins. Why we have to focus on proteins? Here comes. Protein helps to build up the body than cereal. Okay. So protein, it can be your plant protein or animal protein. If your plant protein include more of pulse, legumes and nuts. If it is an animal protein, you can focus on your lean meats. Lean meats are the one, fish and chicken. And one more thing I just want to specify here, just because you like potato, you can't have fried potatoes all the time. Each food has its own nutrients. So you have to include all type of food on a regular basis. One day potato, one day carrot, one day beetroot, one day lady's finger. So this is the way we have to just consume throughout the week. And why I'm focusing on this frying, when we fry the foods, when we heat the oil at a very higher temperature, because when we have to fry, the temperature have to be more than 160 degrees Celsius, minimum 140 degrees Celsius. So when we fry the foods at a higher temperature, there is a formation of advanced glycation end product. This is a chemical substance which is produced during high temperature cooking, advanced glycation end products. And this compound becomes responsible for the development of diabetes, development of kidney damage, development of fast aging. Now many children looks too matured at the age of 10, at the age of 12. Mom and child is looking alike in the physique, the height, the weight. They look like sisters nowadays. That is because of fast aging. So if we give more of fried foods for our children, very frequently they undergo this process, fast aging. They become old too fast. So it has to be the best methods of cooking should be boiling, simmering, sauteing, use very low temperature. Those days, I remember my mom, my grandma used to cook at a very lower temperature. That means we are not producing that particular substance because of the low temperature. Now I just try to correct with scientific evidences just because of the profession. But our grandmothers, they have done everything without giving any reasons. Okay, so this is about your plate. The most important thing about oil. Oil, we have lots of myths. Sunflower oil is very good for heart health. No, it is not right. Recent study done in Chennai says that 63% of Chennai people have moved from groundnut oil to sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is one of the reasons for the fast development of NCDs in India. So it is important that omega-3, omega-6 ratio is very, very important. That ratio is not appropriate in sunflower oil. So it is important that we need to have a blend of oil. Blend of oil in the sense, I'm not telling you people to mix both, because each oil has a different temperature. So you remember, sambar will be made up of groundnut oil, whereas a kara kolambu is made up of gingery oil, right? Yes. So you got the point. So it is always important that we use, because omega-3, omega-6, the ratio is very, very important. So those days, whatever we have followed, I request you people to go for, to utilize those tips from our grandmothers in our day-to-day kitchen. So it is important that we need to use blend of oil. One day you cook in groundnut oil, the next day with gingerly oil. North Indians, we can go for sunflower oil and mustard oil, rice bran oils, soya bean oil, or every month also you can just rotate, no problem. So it is important that we use healthy vegetable oil and restrict saturated fat which is present in animal fats. The ghee, the butter, whatever comes from the animal, ghee, butter, vanaspati. So all these stuffs have to be restricted. Maybe 1 teaspoon of ghee is not bad. Even I can have 1 teaspoon of ghee on a daily basis. Whereas I have to restrict my other oil content. 4 to 5 teaspoons of oil per day is more than enough for the cooking. So if you are 4 people at home, you can go up to 2 liters of oil. That is half a liter of oil per person per month. Okay, that is the right ratio. In gold winner ad, if you just see, they'll say 4 to 5 teaspoons of oil per day. That is the right ratio which is given by National Institute of Nutrition and ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research. They have done a study and found out that this is the daily requirement for Indians. So 4 to 5 teaspoon of oil is more than enough. And out of that, 1 spoon of ghee or butter, I don't restrict. Very well you can go for. Unless you have major illnesses like, cardiovascular diseases or hypertension, then you have to restrict. Once in a while, you can go for ghee. Vegetable oil is the best. And the other important thing is our milk. Very difficult for us to make our children drink milk. Milk is good at calcium. Milk has lots of other vitamins which is important for the bone health. So milk, minimum 200 ml of milk in the form of paneer or curd, or in the form of milk can be used. Or else, if they don't like milk, I'll give you a small tip. You can inform your mom and dad at home. Milk can be used in making batters and doughs. When we make chapati, instead of adding water, you can go for milk. Add it for the children. And while mixing the batter for making dosa, don't pour water. You pour milk into it and make idli and dosa. You can add ground vegetables. Greens can be made into a paste. You can make green chapatis. Beetroot can be. Beetroot, most of the children don't like. Carrot, most of the children like. Because we attend a lot of children in the wards. Beetroot, you grind it, put it in the chapati dough instead of water. You make one beautiful beetroot roti, green roti, carrot roti. So that is the way we can attract the children and we can make them to consume some amount of vegetable into their food. These are the small tips I would like to give you people. Then comes to water. Water is the one. We are so busy now, everybody, we tend to forget because of the workload, because of the study load. So we tend to forget water. Children, it is very, very important that you have to drink more of water. You must bring at least 2 liters of water, that is 2 bottles of water to school. Don't mind going to toilets. Your teachers are allowing you now. Not like those days. They are encouraging you to use the toilets. So it is important that you bring 2 bottles of water for the entire day. 1 more liter can be consumed at home. So minimum, I request you to take, I order you to take 3 liters of water, right? So we'll move on to the next slide. So this is the important slide of the session of the day. Further, I'll just discuss in detail in the forthcoming sessions. Because the time is mine now, so I just want to disseminate more and more information because it's difficult to get one more opportunity. So eat a variety of foods, eat small and more frequent meals, avoid binging. Binging is continuously eating. Sundays, sitting in front of TV, put a lot of potato chips, in the sofa or the couch or the teepa, and then we'll be consuming continuously. So avoid binging. Include daily fruits, vegetables, the whole grains and millets, include low-fat milk and milk products, use protein source in the form of pulses, legumes, beans, eggs, nuts, and it is important that we have clean drinking water. I request you to go for than mineral water, whatever water is available at home, boil it thoroughly, cool it and take it. Okay, then reduce the fat, salt and sugar intake. Not necessary that we need to have aqua god at home, not necessary that we have to have consume mineral water. Go for water. The corporation water is also perfectly fine, but make sure you thoroughly boil, allow it to boil, cool it and have. And reduce the fat, salt and sugar. This salt and sugar, white in color, I would say these are the two white poisons, spoils the entire human health. So it is important that we reduce salt and sugar. Salt, only 1 teaspoon is being recommended by World Health Organization to have better health even for children. Not for just adults. Even for children, it is important that we restrict salt. 1 teaspoon is 5 grams of salt per day. You know how much we Indians consume? We consume more than 14 grams of salt. Triple fold we are consuming. That is purely because of more consumption of pickle, processed foods, fast foods. These are the 3 reasons of the high consumption of salt among Indians. And a lot of the preserved foods like noodles, it has lots of salt in it, the sodium in it. And sugar, cakes, pastries. Every day we want to want to buy something from the bakery shop, either a cake or a pastry or a pizza or a burger. We are totally tuned in such a way, and this is high time that we change our dietary practices to have good health. So I would like to focus on some smart eating strategy. Eat when you are hungry. This is the way we all brought up. My mother never forced me to eat something after my school. We never got break hours food. We get only one lunch pack. We don't even carry anything. So eat when you are hungry, not necessary that you have to take your break hours, not necessary that you have to come back and have your full meal in the evening. Okay, but you have to have proper breakfast, proper lunch, and eat just enough to satisfy your hunger. Sometimes the favorite foods, when we just, for example, let me take biryani. Okay, either it is a vegetable biryani or a mushroom biryani or a non-veg biryani. If we like biryani, we won't even know how much quantity what we eat. We completely binge. So it is important that I have got a lot of clues how to find out that sense of fullness. I'll be teaching you now. And stop eating before you feel full, and eat slowly. So eat your plate in this fashion. So I have already showed you the plate, half and 2 quarters. First, we need to reach vegetables and fruits. When we go to the wedding, they will come and serve the food, right? What will they serve first? They will serve the vegetables. We usually don't wait for the rice to come. We will try to explore the taste and we'll try to finish off the vegetables, right? 2-3 vegetables we would have finished off by the time they bring the rice or the roti. Then you go to the protein. Then finally you come to your cereals. So if we eat in this fashion, we will have more opportunity to consume more amount of vegetables and fruits, which are least in calories, but which are rich in micronutrients. And protein will give you the fullness. So we tend to eat less amount of cereals so that we don't put on much. We will have a healthy weight. And second important point, when we reach home, we will just put our bag in one side, open our uniform, go lie down, put on the fan. The next one, what do we just do? We'll put on the television and we will ask our mom to bring a bowl of chips or a bowl of, any fried snacks or a biscuit packet or a cake packet. And then we will sit aramse, we will just eat and finish off. Then only we'll go for the next work. Okay. So I'm not telling you that you have to completely stop all those things, but listen this tip. Eat snacks like chips or a popcorn from a plate or a bowl. You ask your mom, don't have a full packet. When we have a full packet, definitely we are going to finish. Especially nuts, groundnuts and cashews. If we just take a packet, we'll finish it off. So what research shows that when we eat out of the bag, our brain does not give a stop signal. So we are likely to eat much more than if we use a plate or a bowl. So some 15 numbers of cashew, you put it in a bowl and you eat slowly. Have quarter packet of chips, put it in a bowl and then you eat. Why I'm stressing on this point, when we eat out of the bag, we are going to focus on the television again. We will be continuously eating and putting lot of calories inside. When we put lot of money into the bank, it is a saving. Whereas when we put lot of calories into the body, we are, making the body a dustbin. Body is divine. Body is a temple. We have to keep it very clean. So we have to feed the body with good foods, not bad foods. And this is the most important. Don't scold me, children. This is the most important slide I just want to stress on. And I'm sure your teachers also will be stressing on this. It has been found that people tend to eat more when they are multitasking. We have to practice mindful eating. You have to familiar with the colors. You have to understand what you are eating, the colors, the flavor, the smell, the texture, and get rid of all these distractions, particularly using laptops or watching a television or using cell phones. So please concentrate on the quantity and the quality of food, what you eat, so that we can practice mindful eating. Mindful eating is the recent concept which when we practice, we will have a very healthy lifestyle. And a small, smart way eating, serve food in smaller plates. So when we serve the food in small plate, by seeing itself, it will be so full. The plate will be so full. So we will have some satisfaction. If it is a bigger plate, then we will not have that satisfaction. Then measure out the quantity as I have told you. Half plate with fruits and vegetables, quarter with cereal and quarter with protein. Then add more vegetables, reduce the cereals and starches, then take time to eat. You have to spend minimum of 20 minutes by practicing mindful eating, not by watching the television, dear children. You have to practice mindful eating, spend 20 minutes. So when you practice mindful eating, your brain will say, Mani Megalai, you are full now, please stop. So I am listening to my brain and brain gives instruction and I will get to know when is my stomach is full. So I'll stop eating. Whereas when I do multitasking, I will not concentrate on my food and I will not know what I'm just eating. So let yourself enjoy your favorite treats. I am for you. You can enjoy your cake, you can enjoy your ice cream, you can enjoy your fast foods. Of course, yes. Allow yourself to eat your favorite sweet or treat. Just try to keep the amount under minimum calories. Have a small piece of cake instead of a big piece of cake. Share with your friend in school. Now you can't even do that. Even school reopens. Next 1 year, we cannot share anything with our friends due to pandemic. But bring lesser portion. Don't waste the food. It is generally recommended eating pieces of fruit before reaching for sweets because sometimes it is the blood sugar level which trigger the cravings. So I would recommend fruit is the best fast food in the world. Every day, evening after going from school, please have a bowl of fruits. Please have a bowl of salads, which is the best fast food, which keeps you healthy forever. And this is the most important one, the junk food, fast food. Why we say fast food? If we eat all these fast foods, we will take a ticket very fast to the heaven. That is why it is fast foods. Okay, this is my ideology actually. So this sugary drinks. See, it can be any color, brown color or an orange color or a white color. Remember, sugary beverages like soda, sweet teas and lemonade are linked to an increased risk of type 2 diabetes because the sugar load might increase the insulin resistance, also increase the risk of a less common condition, LADA. LADA is the one which shares the characteristics of that. LADA is nothing but latent autoimmune diabetes. Nobody knows what is the reason of getting this. That is why we say it is an autoimmune disease, which shares the characteristics of both type 1 and type 2 diabetes. So it is important that we completely avoid this business. So avoid aerated drinks, avoid junk foods. Once in a while, you can enjoy all these stuff. So if you want to drink something, if you feel very thirsty, please drink a lot of water. Please go for natural drinks. Ask your mom to make a lot of buttermilk, the flavored buttermilk, the masala buttermilk, the tender coconut water, the lime juice, or fruit juices can be made at home with using very less sugar. For children, for adults, without sugar. That is the right way of consuming beverages. Then the most important thing, breakfast. Most of the children skips breakfast. Hope you all agree with me because I am a mother. Okay, my daughter, I have a very big daughter. She's in +1. Right from beginning, right from her childhood, 7 o'clock is her breakfast time. 6:30 to 7 she will finish her breakfast, and I'll make a point to give good breakfast so that she can perform good at school. So current evidence suggests that those who eat breakfast daily are less likely to have high cholesterol, less likely to have high blood pressure, and also who eats more snacks and skips breakfast are end up with poor nutrition and end up with obesity and prone to get diabetes in the later life. And also, this is a very interesting study. Happiness was positively correlated with having breakfast and also eating more fruits and vegetables. The person who doesn't skip breakfast is the most happiest person in the campus. It is also probable that healthier food choices promote positive emotions, increases happiness, reduces the stress level. When you talk to a KG children, they will say they have lot of stress, lot of tension. They'll say, "Mommy, don't make tension. Don't make me feel tension. Tension padta dinga." These are the words they just use. So eating a breakfast will help our children to be stress-free, to be the most happiest person in the world. So please do not skip the breakfast. And whatever breakfast your mom cooks is the best breakfast in the world. The idlis, dosas, idiyappam, upma, pongal. We have lots and lots varieties in India. And fluids, I have already told you. Remember, even mild dehydration, that is 1 to 2% can lead to headaches. Mild dehydration. You just imagine severe dehydration. Severe dehydration causes complications and even patient may die with severe dehydration. The recommended is 6 to 8 glasses of water. That's why I told you 2 liters you have to bring it to school. It is mandatory. Teachers, I request you to check the bags for some time so that becomes a practice for them. Ask the parents, you must be having a WhatsApp group. So put a message, 2 bottles of water should be brought by the students to the school to prevent dehydration. And people need to drink more when the weather is hot. You can go up to 4 liters, 5 liters also during our May and April and June. And Vellore is known for, summer. So it's important that 4 to 5 liters of water. If you don't like water, don't mind. Have minimum water. Have lot of buttermilk, lot of fruit juices, lot of tender coconut water during summer seasons. So the next slide is about the colors, the preservatives, what we just get in the market and what we use at home, the Ajinomotos, the colors, what we use at home to make the recipe bright for children. Brain health totally depends on the optimal intake of nutrients, particularly omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. This omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids are rich in nuts, fish particularly. So it is important that we include more of nuts in the diet to make sure brain gets adequate nutrients. And also remember this consumption of mixes of certain artificial food colors, a lot of chocolates with bright colors. Now bakeries, Angry Bird. I become so angry when seeing Angry Bird cake. It has very bright colors. The birthday cakes, it is very, very bright in colors. If you taste and see, it is bitter in taste. Hope you all agree with me. Because I just want to try, because in all these forums, I should have the facts to tell you people. The cakes are very bitter. The dark green color, dark yellow color, dark red color, it is bitter in taste. So they have lots of artificial colors and preservatives. And remember, these are linked with increased hyperactivity. Some children are really very hyper. We cannot control them. That is all because of this deep colors and preservatives, what we get it in the bakery products. So it is important that we use natural colors. What are the natural colors? As I said earlier, the carrot, the beetroot, the spinach. You add it in the food. Make it very colorful. And sleep. This is the most important one. I think somebody is scribbling on the screen. Okay. Recent study by the Cognitive Neuroscience Society says that continuous sleep deprivation makes the brain more sensitive to food smell. If we don't sleep, we will eat more. That is the finding. The people who don't sleep for 6 to 8 hours a day are more likely to eat unhealthy snacks and junk foods. It is proven by Neuroscience Society of India. Researchers analyzed adults who slept just 4 hours a day. When they are tired, they eat more. When they are rested, this quality is coming down. So I request children to eat properly and to sleep for 8 hours a day. Dinner time is 7 o'clock to 7:30. Sleeping time is 8:30 for all the children. And wake up by 4 to 4:30. That is the right way of, having, good health. So eat early at night, go to bed early, wake up, early before sunrises. That is the concept I just want to teach you people. And this is the way we all were brought up. So the choice is yours. I'm in a hospital, but still I just want to focus on this slide. This is a burger. Look at this quote. 1/4 of what you eat keeps you alive. The other 3/4 keeps the doctors alive, keep the dietitians alive. You people will come to us. So I request you people, I demand you people to go for natural foods than the processed foods. So the choice is ours. Either you want to have a basket of fruits and vegetables, or you want to have this big burger or a pizza. So the choice is ours, and we are very wise, and our children are very, very wise. They know what to do. They know what not to do. So I have brought some of the recipes which has high calories. One small cup of ice cream, fatafat will finish off. But imagine 100 calories present in that. Note down these calories, because I'm going to link these slides with the exercise. Because spending energy is not so easy like putting energy into the body. Vegetable puff, a small puff, 200 calories. Samosa, 200 calories. Jalebi, a small piece, 500 calories. Because it is soaked with sugar. Mysore pak, 400 calories. Small cookies, the cookies what we get in the market, the bigger one. The bigger cookies, ragi cookies, oats cookies, all those stuffs. I'm glad that they are adding millets, but they add a lot of butter into it. 110 calories. So this, a small cake piece, 300 calories, ice cream 130, tandoori chicken 270. Tandoori chicken, we just believe that they're not using much of oil, but it gives lots of colors into it. Lots of energy from that. One plate biryani, 700 calories. Oh my God. 700 calories is almost more than one meal requirement. We require only 500 calories per meal. Then chips. Chips 150 calories. Mutton curry 450 calories. This is a healthy chart. I just want to show you all. To get the 100 calorie, you can have half a kg of watermelon. You can eat 300 grams of papaya, which is very healthy, which is not harmful even if you eat more. Orange 200 gram, 2 bananas, 175 gram grapes, 1 big banana, cucumber near about 750 grams of cucumber, carrot 200 gram, cabbage 375 gram, roasted papad 7 pieces we can have to get 100 calories, and 110 grams of one full maize can be taken, puffed rice 30 gram, roasted dal, which is very, very healthy, which has lots of protein into it. Then popcorn 30 gram. So how do we just reduce the calories? How to burn 250 calories? To 250 calorie, one ice cream 100 calories I said, one jalebi 400 calories, To reduce this 250 calories from our body, we have to walk for 30 long minutes. Swimming 25 yards. It's not so easy to have 25 yards of swimming. Bicycling 30 minutes. So it is very, very difficult to burn the calories, whereas putting calories are very easy. So it is important that we wisely think and reduce the quantity of energy what we just consume. So sandwich, don't use too much of butter. Don't use mayonnaise. When we go for a party wedding, children, you can enjoy your dessert, whereas we have to avoid the dessert. Switch off, switch from soft drinks to water or natural drinks like buttermilk, juices, etc. Reduce the portion size. When we consume, I said for a sedentary person, female 1800 calorie, whereas a male 2100 to 2200 calorie. When we consume more than that, I'll tell you in a simple manner how to achieve this 1800 calorie. Okay, 5 idlis gives you 500 calories. So if we consume 15 idlis a day, 5 idlis for breakfast, 5 idlis for lunch, and 5 idlis for dinner, flat 1500 is over just by consuming 15 idlis. Whereas when I consume 60 idli on a daily basis, I will put on 4 kgs in a year. If I have to consume only 5 idlis, 5 idlis. If I start consuming 6 or 7 idlis, slowly I am adding on weight to my body. When I consume 100 calories a day extra, I will put on 4 kgs weight gain per year. So it is important that we follow the plate model which I have told you, the plate model. Half plate fruits and vegetables, quarter plate cereal, quarter plate pulses. So that is the easiest way of consuming a healthy diet on a daily basis. So for overall health and to reduce the risk of disease, aim of having or doing 30 minutes of moderate exercise most of the days. Most of the days in the sense 4 to 5 days a week. Children, every day it is important. Whether you are thin or obese, you have to do exercise. Don't think exercise is just meant for losing weight. It is important to have a healthy lifestyle. So 30 minutes of everyday exercise is very important. You can dance, you can skip, you can jog, you can walk inside your terrace, you can, sitting in a chair and getting up frequently is again a kind of exercise. So any kind of exercise, you can do yoga. If you cannot do at a shot, 15 minutes at a shot you can just do. Okay? And to lose weight, 60 minutes of exercise is very important. 60 minutes to 1 hour, 15 minutes is very important. And start slowly. Just because we have told you today, please do not go do exercise tomorrow for 45 minutes. Do it very slowly. Every day, 10 minutes of exercise is very, very important. Increase the time. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Don't do at a shot. After 10-15 days, you can do half an hour exercise on a daily basis. And this is the interesting slide I just want to post you here. When you clean your windows, you are spending near about 200 calories. When you rearrange your hall, 85 calories. When you clean your bathroom, 15 minutes if you just do it, 90 calories, 100 calories can be utilized. And what is that? Your toilet, 200 calories, because when we compare bathroom and toilet, we spend more energy in cleaning the toilet, right? So 200 calories. Moving your chairs, rearranging the chairs at home, 100 plus calories. And redecorating your house, 170 calories. Washing the car, washing the two-wheeler, washing your own bicycle. You can spend 150 calories out of that. And sweeping the floor. That's why I said, please help your moms. Moms don't even get time, including Sundays. So please give them some rest. Please support them at home. You utilize your timings to do all these activities. Clean the floor. Do the mopping. Clean your bicycle. Clean your father's scooter, father's car, and clean your house. So you can spend lots and lots of calories and you can be really very fit. And it is the problem of parents. Now we started pampering our children so much, particularly girls. Girls, anyway, they'll get married and go home. This is the home they are enjoying. No, we have to teach our children what is right. They have to lead their life independently. Even without our support, they have to lead the life. So please teach them everything. including boys and girls. Boys also should know how to cook, how to clean the house, because they have to support their mothers, they have to support their wives, they have to support their sisters at home. So I don't have the discrepancy of who is supposed to do what. We have to make everybody cook at home, everybody helping the mother, everybody helping the mother to clean the houses. So I don't discriminate to work for boys and girls. Every work have to be done by everybody. The equality is very, very important. So boys and girls, it is important that you learn all the household activities. And lockdown period, definitely I'm sure you would have learned some household activities. You would have learned a lot of cooking. You must be an expert of some of the recipes now during the lockdown, because lockdown taught us lots and lots of good lessons last 8 months to all of us. So the top tips to spend some energy. Today is your day. Start fresh, eat right, train hard, live healthy, and to be very proud. Park the car somewhere, park the vehicle somewhere and go to the store. Take your dog for a walk. Take the elevator, having lunch delivered at home, relax while the kids play. No, it is not. We are not supposed to do all these things. Park the car far away from the store and then go for a shopping. Take the dog for walking. Take the stairs instead of lift. Walk to pick up your lunch. Now all this Zomato, tomatoes, Swiggy, all these stuffs makes us, see, earlier we used to take our vehicle to go to the restaurant and buy food. My mom never go to restaurant, never buy anything from restaurant. I started buying from restaurant. At least I started taking my vehicle, going and buying. Now my daughter sitting in a couch and getting the food, which is not really good. At least by driving the vehicle, we spend some energy. Now sitting in the couch and getting the food, we are not spending any energy, which is not really right. So it is important. And when our children are relaxing, it is time for us, and we have to spend some time for our exercise as well as, and also we can, play along with our children. We have to spend a lot of quality time with our children, whether we are working or not. Even working mothers have to spend quality time with our children. That is my, humble request to you all people. So we are sort of coming close to the session. It is important that we prefer whole grains and cereals, pulses and sprouts rather than refined cereals like white bread, maida, etc. Consume more vegetables. Please restrict juices. If you want to go for juices, please go for juices without sugar. Prefer lean meats. Don't go for much of red meats like mutton, all those stuffs. Then use low-fat milk. Even for children, it is good to use low-fat milk than the full-fat milk. Include all the 5 food groups like cereal, pulses, vegetables, fruits, milk, oil. Then do not skip any meals. Consume fruit in place of junk food and avoid fried foods. Replace your meals. Please do not replace your breakfast with snacks. We skip breakfast, go to school canteen, buy some fried snacks and finish it off. Please do not do that. Use healthy vegetable oil than the ghee, butter, vanaspati. Use less salt and sugar. Please avoid salty, sugary, fatty, processed foods. Prefer homemade foods. This pandemic taught us to go for only home-based foods. I'm really very happy. We have learned lots of good lessons. You must be knowing in hospital how much we have struggled to take care of our COVID-19 patients. But COVID-19 taught us a lot of good lessons which we should not forget in our life. We have lost many lives during this pandemic. The close relatives we have lost. It's a very painful experience. At the same time, how to be very close with the family, how to spend time with our children. Many of us would have known what is the likes and dislikes of our children during this pandemic. They would have shared a lot of information to us during this pandemic. So this pandemic taught us a lot of good lessons, a lot of bad experience as well. So let us forget the bad experiences. Let us remember the lessons, good lessons, what we have learned, and let us practice in our life in the future. And drink adequate water, and important that 60 minutes of exercise. Children, you don't have to struggle to do exercise. When your teachers ask you to participate in sports, that is a golden opportunity. Please do not skip that opportunity. Every children, if you are 60 at class, 60 should participate, right? And please do not have addictions. Why did I mean addiction? Watching TV for a longer time is an addiction. Having fast foods is an addiction. Using mobile phone for a longer time is an addiction. So please do not have such addictions. So my final message, need to go back to traditional foods. Pharmacological and technological advances cannot replace healthy diets and physical activity. Okay, it would be worthwhile for us to consider going back to our traditional diets for controlling the modifiable risk factors, diet and physical activity, to tackle the emerging pandemic and epidemic of chronic diseases. So it is important, it is worthwhile to go back to the traditional foods. Have kalamudai, kadale urunde. Okay, ellurunde. Ellurunde has a lot of calcium. Kadala mittai has lots of, the protein. So go for the traditional foods. Our bhaji is good. Why? Though it is fried in oil, it is made up of kadala mavu. It is made up of besan flour, which is high in protein. So go for the traditional ulunda vada. Ulunda vada, it is made up of black gram dal. For children, I'm talking about. For adults, we have to restrict that. Okay, ulunda vada is high in protein, high in calcium. So it is important that we make traditional snacks, paniyaram, idiyappam, upma, ellurundai, kadalamittai. These are the stuffs we have to introduce. These are the ones which we have to continuously prepare at home and give. Murku. Murku is the combination of rice and the ulindu, which is, right cereal and pulse combination. So when we follow all these stuff, we will have elevated mood, energy and self-esteem, opportunities to spend enjoyable time with the family and friends, because we'll be stress-free. When we eat healthy, we'll become healthy. We'll become stress-free. We can spend more time with the family members, reduce anxiety and stress, greater performance and productivity, reduce the risk of ill health now and also in the future. And of course, we'll have greater benefits of having good exercise, good food. So these are the 6 keys of good health. Quit all addictions. Not much of telephone, not much of laptop, not much of television. Good sleeping habits. Children, 8 hours is mandatory for you people. You have to go to bed early in the night. Then 60 minutes of exercise and having a healthy diet. And the last one, which we, not really doing it. It's important that we laugh each other, we greet each other whenever we come across, which is a very important key factor which leads good health. So, beautiful world is waiting ahead this pandemic. We would have lost lots and lots of lives, but a beautiful world is waiting for us after this pandemic. Slowly we are coming out of the pandemic. So discourage watching TV, watching all the time cartoon, mobile phones, unhealthy foods. Do exercise, encourage to go for more exercise, more indoor games with the family, all this, whatever possible, quality and effective time with the family, knowledge of hygiene and health. During this pandemic, we have learned how to wash our hands very frequently. And after going home, when we just go out and when we just get into house, we never forget to take bath now. After schooling also, you have to practice the same thing. And see this tree. It's a beautiful green color tree where you can see when you take a healthy diet and healthy exercise, healthy mind, healthy kidney, healthy lungs, healthy eyes, healthy heart, healthy liver. Whereas if you don't eat healthy, eat junk foods, don't do exercise, have addictions, there's a lot of problem, lot of cancers, heart disease, stroke, mental illness, injuries, stress, all these are possible. So it is important that our body is a temple. So it's important that we keep our temple very clean by eating good food and having physical activity for about 30 minutes. So when diet is right, we don't need any medicine. When diet is wrong, we need lots of medicine. So as author Bob Dylan said, we humans have exploited the earth in every possible way for so long. We have turned off the lights, poisoned the herb, and unearthed its treasures. So it's time for us to decide what kind of world we want to give for our children to live in. The answer, my dear teachers, my dear children, it's blowing in the wind. I take this opportunity to thank your trustee, Shri Mr. Rajesh Kumar ji, Principal Mrs. Ponali, the coordinator Mrs. Priyadarshini, and Mrs. Malati for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and a special thanks to my dear students, because without whom the program is not, not in existence. So thank you, children, for your patience listening. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm really very happy to answer. I'll just close down my presentation. I'll stop sharing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful, tireless, enthusiastic speech, really motivating us to follow healthy diet. Thank you very much, ma'am. And we learned many.
Thank you, VP ma'am. I have forgotten you.
Yeah.
Thank you, VP ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. And you have created awareness among us, which is the healthy diet and how much we should consume it. Everything we have learned, ma'am. So exactly, you have told very nice, ma'am. It was fantastic. And the hotel food also should be avoided. Go for traditional food. So according to the environment, so that and all we learned many things. How to reduce the calories by helping the parent. So hereafter, our children, I believe, children will not hesitate to do.
I think your bandwidth is low.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your thought-provoking address and valuable message, ma'am. And very importantly, you have shared many things, ma'am, like healthy food habits, balanced diet, then creating awareness, CVD burden, everything. It was really creating awareness, ma'am. And moreover, hats off to you, ma'am, for this wellness concept, ma'am, for you and for your team. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, VP, ma'am.
Thank you.
Physical fitness is the first requisite of happiness. Being healthy should be part of our overall lifestyle. Feeling good about yourself and taking care of your health are important for our self-esteem and self-image. So to maintain a healthy lifestyle by doing aerobics, here comes a scintillating performance from grade 4 to 9 students of BMD to guide you with a delightful performance. Aerobics children, get ready.
It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. 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 Here's tonight. Here's tonight. It's the way right. I'll put my lipstick on, not answering my phone. Tonight I'm going out, getting out, getting out. With all my worries gone, tonight I'm moving on. Bartender, give me a shot, I'll take a shot, take a shot. Just one more drip of tequila, from San to Manila. I feel so crazy, I'm yours tonight, yours tonight. Just one more drip of tequila, from San to Manila. Here's tonight, here's tonight. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. It's the way right. 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 Just from a drop of tequila, from San to Manila. I've been so crazy, I'm yours tonight, yours tonight. Just from a drop of tequila, from San to Manila. I've been so crazy, I'm yours tonight, yours tonight. Just from a drop of tequila, from San to Manila. Just from a drop of tequila, I feel so sexy, I'm yours tonight. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. Let's do it right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. Let's do it right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. Let's do it right. I live my life. It's a crazy, crazy night. Let me hold your body tight. Let's do it right. It's the way right. Here's tonight, here's tonight. It's the way right. Here's tonight, here's tonight. I love this party. I love this party. Give me your smile. I want to be with you tonight. Give me your smile. And make you feel so right. Give me your smile. I want to be with you tonight. Give me your smile. And make you feel so right. Hey, 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 hey. I like your sexy body. Hey, 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 hey. I love this party. I like your sexy body. I love this I love this party. Give me your smile. I want to be with you tonight. Give me your smile. And make you feel so right. Give me your smile. I want to be with you tonight. Give me your smile. And make you feel so right. Hey, 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 hey. I like your sexy body. Hey, 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 hey. I love this party. I like your sexy body. I love this party. Hey, 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 hey. I like your sexy body. Hey, 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 hey. I love this party. Sexy, sexy body. I love it. Sexy, sexy body.
Thank you, children. Wow, that was a fabulous performance indeed. Hope you all enjoyed it. Gratitude inspires happiness and carries divine influence.
1 minute,
Let's
ma'am.
make the end of this. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry for the interruption. So
Yes,
now ma'am is waiting for the interaction with the children.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am.
Happy
Ma'am,
to
are you ready,
welcome
ma'am?
questions. Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Students, are you ready?
Preeti, you are.
Gargi, just take a photo. Just take a photo from that.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, now the interaction section with ma'am. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Students, you can ask your doubts throughout ma'am.
Just photo. Screen, huh? Students, can we have some questions from your side?
Unmute and speak. Unmute and speak.
Yeah. Or you can give your feedback.
Children, unmute and speak.
Ma'am,
Yes, Jayavarshini. I'm ready.
ma'am,
Yes,
Speak out.
Divyashri. Good. Go ahead.
I'm Divyashri, ma'am. I like your speech, ma'am.
Thank you, dear.
I can understand what you said, ma'am. We want to take and come for a school only 2 liters the water, ma'am. Want to do not see many video games, TVs like that. We want to see. We do not see more, ma'am. We want to read more, ma'am, and we want to learn, ma'am.
Great. Can we have a big round of applause for Divyashri? Very good.
Thank you.
Dinesh Karthik.
Ma'am, can you tell more points about reducing weight, ma'am?
Go ahead. Let's see.
Ma'am, could you tell more points about reducing weight, ma'am?
Reducing weight. I have already given you some tips. You are perfectly all right, my dear. But still having healthy weight is very important. I have already given you some tips like help your mom in kitchen. Do mopping. Okay. Rearrange your house. Okay. And do some physical activity. As I said, you can dance, you can jog, you can go for a walk. Right? Any kind of exercise. Sweeping the floor on a daily basis, morning and evening, that is a big activity. வீடு பெருக்கணும் காலையிலே சாயந்தரமா அம்மாக்கு பதிலா நீங்க பெருக்கணும். That is a good activity where you can spend more energy. So doing household activities make us to spend a lot of energy so we can be very fit. That is the first tip. Then second is you spare time for jogging, dancing, skipping, etc. Right? Yeah. Help your mom. That is the key.
Ma'am, I like your speech, ma'am.
Thank you, Divya.
Ma'am, you said no, ma'am. We want to clean our home and we want to do daily exercise, no, ma'am.
Yes.
We want to do like 1 hour, 2 hour, like that. We want to do exercise, or we which time we can do, ma'am.
Anytime you do, but immediately after your food, you're not supposed to do exercise. You can do in the morning, you can do in the evening. Okay? Anytime you can help your mother. No restriction on that.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, how do you manage the COVID-19 patients, ma'am?
Tell me, pardon?
How would you manage the COVID-19 patients, ma'am?
COVID-19 patients are very normal patients.
No, ma'am.
Very normal. Very easy to take care of them. We used to
No.
give food for them. Who said COVID-19 patients are very difficult to manage? This is a kind of fever we get. No need to get scared. No need to have a stigma. It's very simple disease to treat. Okay. After 21 days, we can go to their houses, we can meet them, we can talk to them after 21 days. Okay, to prevent COVID-19, it is important that we wear a mask. I am sitting in this room alone. So I am not wearing mask. Otherwise, I am supposed to wear a mask, have social distance of this 6 foot wherever you go. And wash your hands thoroughly and take bath on a regular basis, wear clean clothes. Okay, these are the some of the points which helps us to prevent getting infection. Any kind of infection, not just COVID, any kind of infection. Okay, so it's very easy to handle, very easy to manage COVID-19 infection by following all.
Ma'am.
Shravanti, I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I'm helping my mother, ma'am, but I can't reduce my weight, ma'am.
How much is your weight now? You tell me that first.
50,
and I'll tell
ma'am.
you whether you have to reduce weight or not.
50, ma'am.
50.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you just stopped eating all the junk foods?
Yes, ma'am.
Completely?
No, ma'am.
There comes the clue. You have to restrict, dear. Okay? Monthly once, any one type of processed food you can eat. Rest of the 29 days, whatever your mom cooks, you have to use. Ask your mom to reduce the oil in the food. And
Yes,
eat
ma'am.
more fruits and vegetables. Very well you can do. And increase your physical activity.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Your
what
speech
is
was very
omega
nice,
fatty
ma'am.
acid?
Ma'am,
Very useful speech, ma'am.
One by one, dear.
Your speech was very nice, ma'am.
Thank you, Lakshana.
ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am, what is omega fatty acid, ma'am?
It's a type of fatty acid which is very important for the functioning of heart, eye, and brain, which is present in nuts and fish and oil seeds. That is why I said include more of nuts, oil seeds like gingerly seeds or flax seeds, or now a lot of varieties of seeds are available in the shop. We can use that, and fish. These are some of the foods which are high in omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you for
Ma'am?
the information, ma'am.
Ma'am, what can we do for relaxing our eyes after online classes, ma'am?
Yes. So you have to set your, mobile phone. I think every 40 minutes you need to have a break. So that is why classes also happening for every 40 minutes, and then you will have 20 minutes break. So remove your gadget, go for a mild walk at home, relax. That 20 minutes you are not supposed to watch TV. That is very important. You people are switching over from mobile to television during the break hours. You are not supposed to do that. Okay? Calm, composed, relax, and then go for a small walk, because you are sitting in a chair for a longer time. So you need to take 5 minutes break. 5 minutes mild walk is very important before you come for the next session. Yes.
How to prevent the eye?
And don't use this boom headset, or don't put it in your ears. It might hurt you. You can use a speaker. If your parents can afford that, you can go for that. Okay, so not connect anything. Bluetooth speaker is available. You can use that.
Very useful speech, ma'am.
Ma'am, how to prevent our eyes after finishing online classes, ma'am?
My dear, you have not listened to me continuously. You have to listen to me. Just now I have answered Dinesh. Every 40 minutes, you have to take a break, go for a 5 minutes walk. Okay. And during that break time, in between your sessions, you're not supposed to watch television. Looking at mobile, looking at TV is going to be the same. Okay. So don't do that. Go for 5 minutes brisk walk. Fine. You should not sit in the chair for a longer time to listen to the classes. Is that okay? Audible? Yes, Divya?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, before you have said about how much glasses or how much liter we should drink water, ma'am. Then what about milk, ma'am?
Yeah, inclusive of all, you can go for 3 liters, 2 to 3 liters. Milk minimum of 400 ml you have to consume every day. Apart from that, 2.6 liters of water or juices or buttermilk, everything together, you can go for 2 to 3 liters.
Ma'am, your speech is very nice, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
And
ma'am, sometimes I drink milk means it came vomit, ma'am.
Okay, you don't like milk. You can try using curds.
Ma'am, what, ma'am?
Curd. தயிர் சாப்பிடலாம். ஓகேயா? இல்லைன்னா நான் பிரசன்டேஷன்ல சொன்ன மாதிரி அம்மா கிட்ட வந்து சப்பாத்தி பண்ணும்போது தண்ணிக்கு பதிலா பால் போட்டு பண்ண சொல்லுங்க ரெகுலர் பேசிஸ்ல. ஓகே? அப்போ கொஞ்சம் பால் குடிக்க முடியும். இல்லைன்னா கொஞ்சம் அதுல வந்து little bit of chocolate flavor you can add to enhance the taste. Little bit, not too much.
Ma'am, how often should we go to the doctor for general checkups, ma'am?
General checkup for you people it is not required, not really. Okay?
No, ma'am, for my parents I'm asking, ma'am.
After the age of 30.
Yes, ma'am.
At least after the age of 30, every 1 year we have to go for an annual checkup. It's important.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, in that boost or Bonvita, we have any vitamins, ma'am? Vitamins.
1 minute.
We have.
அவங்க வந்திருக்காங்க அவங்க அது என்னன்னு செக் பண்ணி கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லுங்க.
ஆமா உள்ள எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டு 4 பாக்கெட் அவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்தேன். அந்த பேக் 4 பாக்கெட் அது கொஞ்சம் could you please excuse me for a minute?
Yes.
Just a moment, little urgent, just a moment. Sorry, I'm in a hospital, so at times it is little urgent. Just a minute. Yes, I'm back. Sorry, dear students. Yes, please continue. I'm really sorry.
Can I ask my doubt, ma'am?
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, I have all, ma'am, if we are in milk, if we are adding any Bonvita or Boost, in Bonvita or Boost, we are having any vitamins or proteins, ma'am?
See, adding this nourishing drinks is not required when we are normal. Okay? To get vitamins, minerals, I have already told you fruits and vegetables are the storehouses of micronutrients. So it is, as a dietitian, I don't recommend all these nourishing drinks for children. Not necessary if you eat a complete meal at home. Whatever your mom cooks is the best food in the world.
Ma'am, if we are adding that two things in milk, we are getting anything other, ma'am?
Not necessary that you have to drink that.
Yes, ma'am.
Instead, you can add some homemade badam powder into it. You get, again, as I said, omega-3 fatty acids you will get. Turmeric you can add, little pepper you can add, which gives you lots of vitamins and minerals.
Yes. Okay.
Turmeric is rich in antioxidant.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. See, remember we all are going back. Manjal paal kudikka sonna kudipingla munnadiyella. Now during this pandemic we are bringing back everything. Ellarum manjal potu paal kudichirpingala veetla. Kudutangla amma?
Yes.
Yes,
ma'am.
yes. So எல்லாம் ஏதாவது ஒரு பெருசா பிரச்சனை வந்தாதான் நம்ம பழச யோசிச்சு பார்ப்போம் இல்லையா? So it is important that we need to go for our traditional foods. Traditional foods are the best. And traditional practices.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Siddharth.
Good afternoon, Siddharth.
Ma'am, I have enjoyed your speech and liked your speech, ma'am. I have learned today more things, ma'am,
Thank you.
about physical activities, diet, nutrition, etc., etc.
Great.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
I'm Nishita, ma'am.
Ishita, yeah.
That was a good speech, but I have a query, ma'am. You mentioned that we have to do daily exercise, workouts, and help in household. Taking a long break we can gain our weight back, and yeah,
You are
maybe.
not supposed to take a long break. That should become a practice, day-to-day practice. You cannot have a
maybe
long break, then it is not a healthy lifestyle.
But situations maybe like we are planning for a trip for a long. How can we manage that?
1 or 2 days trip, 1 week trip.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I've been working out for long, but
What kind of
because
trip?
of a gap, maybe I can gain my weight back.
No, what is the trip about?
Just
Going to
going out,
relatives' house?
hang, ma'am.
Going to relatives' house or a tour?
Tour, ma'am. Like,
You can spend some time there. A small warming up exercise, you can do it in the room, like how you have done now. The same thing you have to continue there also. The aerobic exercises.
yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is JST, ma'am. I will eat more fruits, ma'am. My mom and dad will scold me why you are eating more food. Be in a limit, ma'am. There is any problem eating more fruits, ma'am?
No, you can have lots and lots of fruits, no problem. But
ma'am, there is a problem like coughing, ma'am.
That's what. Evening time, if you just take some of the fruits like this citrus fruits, which has sourness, the orange, musambi, those kind of fruits, if you eat it in the evening, you might catch cold because of the allergic reactions. So daytime, afternoon, you can have all those stuff. But evening, don't take citrus fruits. Otherwise, you can have fruits.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah. You watch after eating particular fruit, if you catch cough or cold, you stop that. And have it in daytime. Evening after 6, you don't have the citrus fruits. It might cause, allergic reactions like cold and cough.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Otherwise, you can have lots.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, children.
I think you're done.
I have a problem with fruit, especially apple, ma'am. Whenever I eat apple, I'll just get a throat pain. What causes that, ma'am?
See, sometimes food causes allergy. Okay, you just stop eating apple. Okay, later you can, after some 2 weeks or something, you can just try. You can just do that exercise. If it is not sorted out, then you have to seek the help of doctor to find out the reason. Sometimes causes allergy. Allergy causes throat pain.
Thank you, ma'am.
Children, this is last question.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Hema Prabha.
Ma'am, I'm Hema Prabha, ma'am. Ma'am, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please go ahead with the question.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm now, actually, I'm 30, nearly 30, ma'am, but I didn't have more teeth fallen, ma'am. Even my teeth are not shaking, ma'am.
Don't worry, it will happen. Don't worry. It will happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, whether it is because of my diet, ma'am, or something imbalance in that, ma'am?
No. Probably you can ask your father or mother to book an appointment with a dentist and you can just seek help if you're really worried about that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can conclude, ma'am.
Thanks a lot, ma'am. This is the great time for us. We had a great time with you. So your enthusiastic speech makes us to be enjoy a lot, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for this
So
interaction.
much. I really enjoyed this session. I should actually thank you people for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, dear students and teachers and entire management. It's a beautiful crew I have just seen today. Thank you all. Have a great day.
Thank you,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Gratitude.
Meeting?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
patience, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Gratitude inspires happiness and carries divine influence. Let's make the end of this function with a vote of thanks. And for this purpose, I would like to call upon Mrs. S. Malati ma'am, HOD of Chemistry and a pillar of our institution, to deliver the gratitude address.
Thank you, ma'am. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. There are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Good afternoon, one and all. Every special moment ends, and this occasion is no exception. We participate in the journey of Fit India movement. We feel that on this day, it's our pride and honor to thank our chief guest, Mrs. B. Manimegalai, MSc MPhil, RD, Senior Lecturer, Grade 2 and in charge, Department of Quality Manager, Department of Dietetics, CMC Vellore, for taking a precious time out and consenting to be the chief guest. Ma'am, your words would have inspired our students. And the idea about pharmacy into farm, rainbow color vegetables, and FAO analysis on food pattern are pretty amazing. Thank you, ma'am. We thank our trustees Sri K. Rajesh Kumar Jain sir and TCO sir for their continued guidance and support. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to principal and vice principal for their enormous support and motivation. I would like to thank our organizing team, technical team, and staff members for their effort and participation. Special thanks to our parents for their participation and support. Without your support, the children were not able to excel. Thank you very much. The essence of fruits is always tasted in the last, and we believe that the last will be the best. I would like to thank all our students for working with us in making this event a memorable one. Once again, thank you, one and all.